I think it's safe to say that with a lot of YouTube content creators out there, that being a chosen one for them is a gimmick. You know, it's like they're playing some type of part, they're playing a role to a movie, right? And they're reading off of some script, word for word. And they got to recite the script every single time they get on camera. You know, they literally write down what they're going to talk about. you know, all the talking points. It's listed down on a piece of paper, and the whole time they're just reading off the script like a robot, like an NPC. You know what I mean? Someone that doesn't have their own thoughts, someone that doesn't have their own mind, a person that they can't seem to articulate their own, their own words, their own speech. These chosen one, you know, content creators, they're just reading off a damn script. They copy one another. They talk about various of the same things. And it's just ultra repetitive. Chosen one this. You're a chosen one if you get caught off in traffic. You're a chosen one if you got fired from your job. Oh, 7 signs that someone knows that you are a chosen one. If you watch this video, you are a chosen one. They're just completely ingraining all that nonsense into your head. And you're believing it every time you buy into that crap. All you're doing is being deceived. Some of these content creators that have those talking points, that make chosen one videos, they're not actually chosen from the Most High. They're not. They don't even read the Bible. Now, I'm not going to say all of them don't read the Bible. There are some that do. But what are they doing? All the points that they are making, right? How is it aligning with scripture? Because the Bible tells you to beware of false prophets in this very day. Beware of them. Because some of these people, they don't have any fruits. They don't. So it's really in your best interest to follow content creators that they are reading the word, right? They are following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Men of truth that have a genuine relationship with Christ. We're not talking about no religion. For me, I don't subscribe to religion. I don't. And I honestly think that the chosen one section on YouTube is more like a religion cult, a religious cult on social media. That's what I believe. And I believe some of these cats, they're into law of attraction, they're into all these manifestations, and they're into witchcraft. You got certain dudes that talk about, manifesting money overnight. Like what? How do you manifest money overnight? Like that shit sounds crazy to me. You don't just manifest money overnight. You know what I mean? Like, all that law of attraction stuff, man, it's for the birds. It really is. And for a period, for a time, I actually believed in that stuff, and I had to correct myself. I had to be correct it. I had to check myself. I'm wondering, like, yo, why am I into this goofy stuff? Why am I subscribing to this clown activity? Why am I buying into this buffoonery? Because that's what it is, buffoonery. So all this chosen one stuff is a gimmick. They're playing a character. All they want to do is remind you of your past traumatic experiences and use that to deceive you into believing you are a chosen one from the Most High. I mean, there's plenty that I can talk about, but I will go on forever if I have to, because I'm sick and tired of seeing the deceit. I'm sick and tired of seeing the buffoonery play out here on YouTube and these algorithms. And they claim, these chosen one content creators claim that their life is so hard, that life is BS. Oh, I'm so alone. We're all alone. When it's possible that we can have genuine relationships with people. It's possible that we can build rapport with people, the right people, that the Most High can put us in positions for us to succeed with the right people when that time comes for it, when that time calls for it. But they're trying to sell you this bogus story of you always being alone as a chosen one. That chosen ones, your light irritates everyone's demons, and that they're intimidated by your presence. What does that have to do with scripture? What does that have to do with the Bible? You know, they try to, they try to box everyday life circumstances and problems into you being a chosen one. We all go through life circumstances, problems. Every human being goes through something in life that irritates us. Life is going to happen. But don't be deceived that because life is happening, to you, certain things is happening to you, don't mistake in that you're some type of chosen one. Because that's simply not true. So I'll be back with more videos, man. Stay tuned for that. This is Solo Dolo Talks. I'm out, and peace. In other parts of the New Testament, it talks about how false prophets are referred to as deceitful spirits, who promote doctrines of demons, which you see playing out on YouTube today, these social media influencers. Their whole purpose is to deceit and steer you away from Christ, steer you away from the Master. In 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1, it talks about who will secretly introduce destructive heresies, even denying the Master who bought them. Now it says in Matthew chapter 7, verse 15, it states, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." In Matthew chapter 24, verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. In Mark chapter 13, verse 22, for false Christs and false prophets shall rise, and shall shew signs and wonders, to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect.